Mommy's Little Snow Sunflower by Angela McAllister, illustrated by Allison Exon. It says, "I'm a sunflower," cried Scurry, racing out of school. "And look, Scamp, I've got a seed so we could grow a sunflower. Just for Mommy." "Funflower," giggled his little brother, skipping off. "Slow down, Scamp," sighed Mommy. "You're always in such a hurry." The next morning, Scurry jumped out of bed and raced to get his seed, but it had disappeared. A trail of crumbs led down the stairs and into the garden. "Scamp," shouted Scurry, "you're eating my seed." "Yummy Funflower said Scurry, "the last little bit, I can't plant that," and cried Scurry. Blackbird flapped down. "Shh, you're frightening the worms," he grumbled. "Scamp ate my sunflower seed," and said Scurry. Scamp's whiskers drooped. "I'm sorry," he squeaked. "Don't worry," said Blackbird. "You'll find plenty of sunflowers along the line." "Oh, thank you," cried Scurry happily. "Come on, Scamp," and off they ran. Scamp raced ahead. "I found a funflower," he cheered. But as he rushed to show Scurry, Scamp tripped and fell. Oh no. Splat. Into a puddle. Funflower Scamp pointed at his crumbled flower. "No," said Scurry gently as he dried Scamp's whiskers. "That's a dandelion. Come on, we'll look together." Holding paws, they skipped along the line. Scamp spotted several bright yellow flowers. There," he squeaked excitedly. But each time Scurry shook his head. "Those are too tiny," he sighed. "Some flowers are big, Scamp, as big as..." There they are. "As big as those," grasped Scurry. "How will we ever get up there?" Suddenly they heard a moo. "Look, it's a cow. She'll help us," and cried Scamp. "Watch out," squeaked Scurry. "We'll get squashed." Oh no. "Hello," said the cow gently. "Are you lost?" "We want to see the sunflowers," said Scurry shyly. "But we are too small." "I'm not," said Cow. "I'll give you a lift." Scamp and Scurry scrambled onto a cow's head. Up, up, up they went until they saw hundreds of huge yellow sunflowers waving in the breeze. Wow. They scurried and scamped, jumped into the biggest flower, and munched delicious seeds in the warm summer sun. "Yummy, yummy," Scamp smiled happily. When their tummies were full, they collected some seeds, and Cow carried them down. "Thank you." They dried and set off for home. Back home, Scurry and Scamp buried their seeds. Then they patted and poked and stamped and watered. It was messy work. At dinner time, Scamp couldn't sit still. "Grow, sunflowers, grow," he sang, bouncing on his chair. He gobbled down his dinner and hurried back outside without even a lick his whiskers. Suddenly, Mommy and Scurry heard a cry. They found Scamp in the flower bed, sobbing big tears. "No, fun flowers for Mommy," he wailed. "Oh dear, you're always such a hurry, Scamp," said Mommy, giving him a hug. "Flowers need a lot of time to grow," Scurry explained gently, "and a lot of rain and sun." Then Scurry had an idea. "Come with me, Scamp." That evening, Mommy had heard a lot of giggling upstairs, and at bedtime she had a beautiful surprise. "I'm a sunflower," cried Scamp, grinning proudly. "Hooray!" cheered Scurry. "Look at you," said Mommy in amazement. "I didn't need to wait for sun and rain. I have two beautiful little sunflowers of my very own." The end.